Hi, everyone, and welcome to week 20 of the Hope Project. I hope you're having a great day and been having a great week thus far. I'm pretty excited about today. It's kind of a fun one. If you notice, I'm outside on a beautiful day. It's a tad bit breezy, but a wonderful temperature, and I am so excited to be able to share this day with you for the letter R. And what I thought of with the letter R was one that we all experience, good, bad, and different. We all have relationships, and relationships are an essential part of our lives. The type of relationship, how we manage that relationship, the value we find in our relationships is really where our power and strength in the R letter comes from. And that's really where being able to see it as an aspect of hope in our lives is really a powerful, powerful tool. So the best analogy I could think of when I thought of relationships was really that of the question of what comes first, the chicken or the egg? But my question and thought really when I was considering that was, does it really matter if the chicken or the egg comes first, or is it just the fact that they support each other? I mean, that the chicken gives birth to the egg. Or maybe in our house, we got a new duck egg recently. So we have a huge egg and a little egg. Can they support each other? This is what our relationships are like. Sometimes we are of the same, but older or bigger or more knowledgeable in something, and we need to nurture those who are younger. Or maybe we're of a different species or of different experience, and we need to build those relationships together so we can grow together and hatch together into our awesomeness. Then there are also those who are maybe of a different brand or color or experience or life challenge that we need to blend together because they're all of a beauty and a wonderful essence and taste and character and aspect of life. But really together is what creates the system of relationships so that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if the chicken or the egg comes first in the relationship. It's just important that we have all of them, right? Because we can't have one without the other. And our relationships are really the same way. And so talking about relationships that you have and how you balance them and really evaluate them in your life can be a big aspect of the quality of your life, but also the quality of yourself in the relationships that you have. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the PowerPoint for today. And so when we're talking about relationships, remember that relationships can change over time. You might start with a relationship like this, or you might start with a relationship like this, and maybe you grow together, maybe you hatch and grow apart. They change over time. It can be better, it could be worse, but be expecting change. And a classic statement I hear is that change is unavoidable. So it's really the power of our relationships, our connections, and how we approach it that brings the strength to that. Remember, relationships can be positive relationships, and we can also hold, and most of us do, negative relationships. And so really reflecting on what kind of relationship is this that I have right here, right now. Is this good, bad? Is it maybe one I want to grow together or one I want to grow apart? Those are really important. There's a gentleman in this project that talks about the power of relationships, particularly when it comes to addictions or negative lifestyles. And his name is Jake. And he talks about really that power of relationships in beating the challenges in our lives and keeping those connections as the base service of our lives and for success. And I would totally agree with that. And I think it is so true. And so healthy relationships can also be what we call reciprocal. And that's meaning that relationships will give and take, and it will continue that cycle to keep it healthy. Relationships end and they begin regularly. Don't expect that they won't change, but don't expect that new won't start, and be open to that happening. Relationships influence social and emotional well-being. Relationships are really a core to our lives, and the wholeness and the wellness. We need to hear, we need to know that we are valued and valued amongst one another. And I think that's an aspect of relationship that bonds us and connects us, whether it's with our children, with our spouses, with our neighbors. I have a great neighbor over there who's looking at me like, what is she doing? Those people that drive by and they wave, you know, there's some relationship. And for the resource, Hope Guides, GUIDES.com, is his site that I was talking about, where you can contact him regarding relationships and how essential they are in the struggles of our lives. So for you, for your, if you want to get a little egg out of this and do excellent work with your relationships, what I want you to do is pull out that journal where for week 20, we got 10 more days to go, and reflect on relationships you've had over your lifespan, the good, the bad, the ugly. And then I really want you to pull from that the different relationships that you now hold and what you love or don't love about it. Now, in your journal, this could be writing, but this could also just be tallying. This could be putting good. This could be bad. This is characters. However you define your relationships, you might find out that you have more relationships than you thought, maybe on the good side, maybe on the negative side. And then I want you to really look at 3 specific things that you value in your strongest relationship. So is it time? Is it communication? Is it the things you enjoy together? Is it your history together? What are 3 things you really value? How they treat you, whatever that comes up with. And then make it in your plan to grow one relationship you hold. So find one of those 3 things you really value. If you find a relationship you don't have that in, or you find a relationship you want to grow it in, make a plan to do that. I think one of the things I always say, and I think I can say again this time, is that you are valuable, you are important, and the relationships that you have, but also those that you bond and connect to and grow others in the power of relationships is really powerful and an amazing tool that you have. So I hope you have a great day on week 20. I'll be looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. I hope you can get outside and have a beautiful day. Thanks. Bye.